All right. So before we begin, I wanted to share how many times as we grow up, what we learn is that if we are perfectly obedient, if we do everything just right, then we will be blessed. That we will experience all the goodness of God. And so as we grow up with that idea, and that's not just in religion, it's in society, it's in schools, it's in work. Do everything that you are asked to do and do it well, and you'll succeed. You'll obtain everything that you desire. And the tricky thing about it is that a lot of times it works. A lot of times you follow the steps, and sure enough, the steps do something. But what it creates is this sense of control that we think we can even control God. That if we obey, if we do everything right, then certainly God's going to bless us in a specific way in which we desire. But many of you know that that doesn't happen. Especially for the things that we really want. So we do all these things. I know some people who they'll fast for days when they're really yearning for an answer. And they don't get it. Or missionaries who think that if they are perfectly obedient, then the doors will fly open, things will happen, but it doesn't. And so then they wonder, because they've been taught all their lives, if I do everything right, then surely things will work out. And I just want to emphasize just how all of it is a fear-based effort to control our lives. If I work hard enough, if I'm perfect enough, then everything will work out. And that's not to say to don't work hard or don't be obedient. It's more so that we let go of control. We let go of the idea that God is going to fulfill our dreams if we do everything that we're taught. It's to let go of the attachment to whatever we think should happen. Even in this moment, in this exercise, we think, if I come here and if I listen to what Tyson says, if I follow the path, then I'll be able to hear God. And we use the steps as a method to control. Now the alternative, okay, what do I do? What's the solution? How do I fix this? And my invitation is that we don't seek to fix. We just tell the truth about how we feel. We tell the truth to God about our frustrations. We tell the truth not about what we think should be different. We tell the truth about what we think this means about us and about Him. And what this might sound like is, Lord, I thought that if I were to come to you and I were to follow what you said, that you'd show up for me in this way, and you didn't. And honestly, I feel like you don't care about me. I feel like you abandoned me. I feel like when you're silent, that it's a form of neglect. And I'm hurt, and I'm sad, and I'm broken, and I'm tired. I feel like I'm not perfect enough. I'm not right. Instead, I am wrong. I am unworthy. And as you admit that truth, I invite you to see God as the father of the prodigal son. And to even imagine the same experience happening to you. Because the son came with a plan. He came with his agenda and what he thinks should happen. And what he thought should happen was that he should be a servant to his father, because he was no longer worthy to be called his son. But the father saw him from afar, ran to him, and when the son asked, "Can I be your servant?" he didn't even acknowledge the request. He said to his actual servants, "Go and get him a new robe, new shoes, a ring, all symbolic of who he is, because he is my son." And I'm just so glad that he's home. So glad that I want to celebrate. Even though he took my inheritance, and he made all sorts of poor choices with it. Doesn't matter to me. What matters is that my son came back. My daughter came back to just be in my presence, and that is what I care about. So I just invite you here and now to allow yourself to be embraced and hugged and loved by a Father in heaven who is exactly like that. And you might even admit as to how undeserving you might feel of that, how unworthy you might feel. But you stay in His presence and breathe in that hug. Sit in the space of being loved as long as you can. And I'll just invite you to take the next few minutes to journal about whatever's coming up and to keep talking through writing. Keep talking with the Lord through writing about how you feel, what's going on right now, and just continue to allow Him to love, to hold you, and to speak to you about whatever's coming up for you.